To what extent is the world we live in beautiful? What does this world offer us? Is it true what we feel in the situations we experience in this world? Maybe we should look at things from a different perspective. Maybe we are wrong in our thought process, or we have difficulty in thinking correctly and soundly. How do we know what is right and what is wrong, and how do we change our thought process so that our life will change? How do we show our support to whom, and who do we support so that we feel good about ourselves? In this video, we will shed light on all these questions and many other things that remain dark in our virtual world, and we will help each other to enlighten ourselves. We guarantee that this video will provide you with useful advice gleaned from Epictetus' teachings to help you overcome obstacles in life. These Stoic teachings will help you overcome obstacles in your life, career, or just to help you think more clearly. They will give you the skills you need to become genuinely unstoppable. Let's explore Epictetus' mysteries and discover how you may become a great person. Take care who you allow around you. Our mentality and personal growth are greatly influenced by the individuals we choose to spend time with. Our social circles have the power to either support or hinder us, affecting our attitudes about life as a whole, as well as our thoughts and action. While bad connections may sap our energy, create self-doubt, and impede our development, positive interactions can promote resilience, inspire growth, and motivate us to pursue our objective. It's critical to pause and assess the relationships and connections you currently have. Are the people in your life encouraging you to pursue your goals and objectives, or are they planting seeds of discouragement and negativity? Thinking back on these connections might provide you insightful knowledge about your own growth process and way of thinking. Recall that you are in charge of deciding who you let into your life, and that decision will have a big influence on how you go from here. Find people who share your goals and beliefs in order to begin building an inspiring and supportive network. Get involved with individuals that push you to think outside the box, motivate you, and challenge your way of thinking. Participate in online groups, attend workshops, or join clubs that share your interests and objectives. Furthermore, don't be afraid to cut ties with toxic people, make you feel uneasy, or deplete your vitality. Maintaining your mental health requires that you set limits. Having supportive people around you can help to foster an atmosphere that inspires and empowers you to advance. You may cultivate a mindset that drives you toward achievement and fulfillment by choosing your social networks carefully. Having few wants instead of many valuable possessions is what defines wealth. Our thoughts frequently turn to material belongings and financial achievement when we consider riches. But from a Stoic standpoint, our wants and aspirations determine actual prosperity, not our possessions. Epictetus and other Stoic philosophers tell us that pleasure is ultimately determined by our capacity to control our desires, and that contentment originates from inside. Adopting a minimalist lifestyle may be a revolutionary strategy in a society where we are continuously inundated with messages about obtaining more. By eliminating extraneous elements that frequently impair our judgment and cause discontent, minimalism helps us to concentrate on what's really important. By lowering our expectations, we make room for contentment and thankfulness by appreciating what we currently have. When we learn to find satisfaction in simplicity instead of accumulation, this mental adjustment might make us happier. Think about how your needs and wants differ from one another when you examine your own life. Do you have any aspirations that take up all of your time and energy and divert you from the things that actually make you happy? Consider for a minute if these desires are fulfilling you or just perpetuating a negative cycle of feeling unsatisfied. You may create a life that is more meaningful and fulfilled by realizing that prosperity isn't about having more, but about desiring less. Accepting the Stoic viewpoint enables you to concentrate on your own development, your connections with others, and the experiences that enhance your life, and ultimately provide you actual prosperity and a greater feeling of joy. Anybody who can make you angry becomes your master. Anger is one of the strongest feelings we experience, and emotional management is a key component of personal strength. We effectively cede our own freedom to others when we let anger control how we respond. This implies that anybody who can arouse us has the power to govern our feelings and, consequently, our behavior. The first step to taking back control and promoting a more stable emotional state is realizing this dynamic. Our ability to be free can be compromised by anger in a number of ways. It impairs our judgment, causes us to make snap judgments, and constrain our bonds with others. Reacting in anger frequently results in regrettable words or deeds, which can start a vicious cycle of negativity that is difficult to escape. Thus, preserving our liberty and well-being requires that we learn to control our emotional reactions. Effective anger management can be achieved through a variety of methods. Developing mindfulness, which teaches us to recognize our feelings without automatically responding to them, is one effective strategy. Breathing deeply, counting to 10, or withdrawing from an intense circumstance might give you the space you need to restore control. Writing in a diary about your emotions can also support healthy emotional processing. In the end, you have to accept accountability for your responses. Realize that you are in control of how you react to other people and events. You may empower yourself and live a more contented and tranquil life by developing emotional control. Never forget that genuine strength is found in your capacity to maintain composure under pressure. People with narrow minds accuse others. It is impossible to overestimate the significance of accountability and introspection in a society where it is simple to place blame and point fingers. People with narrow minds tend to have a victim mentality, thinking that everything that happens to them is the consequence of other forces. This kind of thinking feeds a vicious circle of hopelessness and pessimism in addition to impeding personal development. We lose the ability to make changes in our own lives when we place the responsibility for our issues on other people. Victim mindset has serious consequences. It can create a sense of stagnation, encourage animosity, and inhibit proactive activity. People who are stuck in this attitude tend to focus more on their complaints than on finding solutions, which can make it difficult for them to move on. By changing our attention from blaming others to analyzing our own decisions and behaviors, we give ourselves the ability to take charge of our life. To escape this pattern, self-reflection must be encouraged. Consider this. What part did I play in this? What can I do differently the next time? Accepting accountability for our deeds allows us to develop and change as individuals. For instance, think of a person who experiences difficulties at work. Rather of assigning blame to coworkers or external factors, they opt to examine their own work and communication approach. Increased work satisfaction and better relationships can result from this self-awareness. In the end, accepting accountability enables us to develop, adapt, and learn from our experiences. Acknowledging our ability to mold our own fates allows us to develop resilience and design a more satisfying existence. Never forget that accepting accountability for our decisions and deeds is the ultimate sign of strength. Suffering makes you harder. Although adversity is sometimes seen as an unwanted guest in our lives, it is actually an essential part of human growth. In actuality, adversity may act as a potent motivator for development, resiliency, and transformation. Numerous motivational tales demonstrate how people have overcome obstacles to become stronger and more competent than they were before. Take J.K. Rowling's experience, for example, who wrote the Harry Potter series after receiving several rejections. Her battles with self-doubt and poverty only strengthened her resolve, which in turn created a worldwide phenomenon that has impacted millions. Accepting challenges as chances for improvement is crucial for everyone trying to become a better person. When faced with challenges, we have two options: give up and give in, or rise to the occasion. Every obstacle we encounter has the potential to impart important knowledge about tenacity, flexibility, and self-discovery. Rethinking how we view hardship might help us develop an attitude that embraces difficulties, rather than makes us dread them. There are significant long-term advantages to surviving adversity. People who successfully handle challenging situations frequently experience increased emotional resilience, enhanced problem-solving abilities, and a heightened feeling of empathy for others. These attributes help people succeed professionally, in addition to improving interpersonal connection. encouraging viewers to accept their own challenges and result in a journey of transformation. Recall that every setback presents a chance for growth and learning. We may reach our full potential and come out stronger, more resilient, and equipped to handle anything life throws at us. By embracing adversity head-on, suffering genuinely fortifies you, molding you into the individual you are destined to be. In summary, as we come to the end of our study of Stoic teachings, it is important to consider the main ideas we have covered and how we might use them in our everyday lives. The significance of surrounding oneself with positive influences is among the most important lessons learned. Our thinking and personal development may be greatly impacted by the individuals we choose to interact with. We may build an atmosphere that is favorable to achievement and fulfillment by cultivating connections that inspire and uplift us. We also stress the need of developing emotional responsibility and resilience. There will always be obstacles in life, but how we handle them shapes who we are as a person. We give ourselves the ability to overcome obstacles with grace and strength when we accept accountability for our deeds and responses. Adopting a self-reflection-oriented perspective enables us to grow as people and learn from our experiences. Applying these Stoic ideas to our life may result in significant changes that make us more resilient, satisfied, and focused. Recall that personal growth is a continuous process, and that each step you take to better yourself is a step toward living a life that brings you more fulfillment. We welcome you to subscribe to our channel for additional videos on Stoicism and personal development if you thought these thoughts were insightful. Remember to like and share this video with others who might find these teachings helpful. By working together, we may establish a community that is committed to embracing Stoicism's wisdom and helping one another on our paths to becoming our best selves. We appreciate you being here, and we hope to share more insights with you soon.